Hey everyone, it's Neil here from Post to Post. Thanks for joining me today. We're ranking some logos. Well, okay, maybe not necessarily logos, but emblems. They're not called logos, they're called emblems here, but I mean, they're basically the same thing. I've got 22, okay? We're not doing every single one going all the way back because the Olympics have been around a long time. I'm only going to do the ones that have happened since I've been alive. So I was born in 1986, and there was no Olympics in 1986, if I'm not mistaken, or at least a little research that I did. There was no Olympics in 1986. I believe that was the year that they decided to switch and stagger it, summer and winter. So we're starting in 1988 and moving all the way up to what's been announced so far, which is, I think, the latest, or the furthest one is LA in 2028. So we've got 22 different emblems to go through here. Yeah, I'm going to go in reverse order, 22 to 1, my least favorite to favorite. Let's go. Starting off with number 22, we've got Sochi. I've decided to put this one last because it's basically text. Like 80% of this entire emblem is text, and then the other part is just the Olympic logo. So that's not really creative and special to me, and it also looks like a website, sochi.ru, so not very creative to me, and just it's 100% last for me. Okay, so number 1 was Lillehammer. And this one's okay. It's just it's a little old school. I like the more modern ones, I guess you could say. Maybe I'm a bit of a millennial, so I like the new and fancy and flashy things. So not too bad, but definitely not great. And number 20, I put the Milano one. I don't know what that symbol is at the top. It looks like 26 or something. Maybe it is 26. I don't know. But and I'm also I think that this may be either a proof of concept or maybe like a placeholder. I'm not actually sure if this is the official emblem, but there you have it. I'm not really a fan. Okay, next is Atlanta from 1996, and this is very basic. This is from 1996, but it looks like something out of 1966. Like there's no dimension going on. It's okay. It's not bad. I'm not a fan of the green though. Number 18, I put Athens from 2004. That looks like a pillow. Looks like a pillowcase with a graphic on it. So it's simple and it's okay, I guess. But that is the most generic font. I think pretty sure that's Arial font on the bottom there. Number 17, I put Tokyo. So the one that just happened. It's okay. The shapes are cool and stuff, but a little bit generic. I really appreciate the ones that really stand out and are unique. And to me, that one's just not really that unique. Number 18, Pyeongchang. This was in the last couple of years, I guess, 2018, and colorful, little basic, but that's okay. I mean, the Olympics are about history and stuff, so I mean, I'm being a little critical of these not being modern and stuff. And basic is likely the way to go, and they know that. That's why they're doing it, not me. But personal preference, I had to put this one in near the bottom. Number 15, Albertville. No idea what this is. Never heard of this Olympics, never heard of this place. Have no idea what country this is from, but it's from 1992. Not bad. I like the colors. The shade of blue and the red look really good together. But yeah, other than that, there you have it. Number 14, I put Paris from 2024. This may also kind of be a placeholder here a little bit, but I like the symbolism here. You've got what looks to be, well, a bunch of things. It looks like the sun, and then it looks like a flame in the middle, and then you can see lips here, or what appears to be lips. Then if you look at the rest, it kind of looks like a woman's head with like a hairstyle coming down, and then the mouth there. So, hey, maybe that's what they're going for. I'm not sure. I'm just telling you what I see. I like the font too. Like that's what I'm talking about. Unique font like that, something that really gives it its own personality. Number 13, Beijing. This was in 2008. I like the symbolism here and the graphic above. The font is amazing. I love that. That is paying respect to the country. So I really appreciate that. Number 12, I put Calgary from 1988. One of the few actual cities that I've been to which has held the Olympics, and I've got to see actually some of the buildings and stuff from the Olympics. Calgary is one of those places. I was there in 2015, I think, and I saw some of this Olympic stuff. But this one's simple, but it's got some nice symbolism as well. I really like the fact that there's a bit of a snowflake being implemented in there. That of all of these, there are very few that you can actually tell, like, oh, is that summer or winter? Like, there's very few that say that that's like, yep, that's winter. This is kind of one of them, so I appreciate that. Number 11, Rio. This was a big one, very colorful. I like the fact that like I can see the people in there, they're holding hands and stuff, but if you look at the shape just like off in your peripheral vision, you're like, what the hell is that? So it's a bit of an odd kind of shape, but I do like how colorful it is. I like the font as well. Number 10, Vancouver. This was the one I probably was most interested in because of how well Canada did, really, and it was in Canada. So it was a big deal for me as a Canadian. And the symbolism is nice here, as well as paying respect to the Indigenous in British Columbia and their history there, and colorful as well, so that's cool. Number 9, Salt Lake City. Great city, by the way. I love Salt Lake City. This is neat. I'm assuming, I'm not super familiar, like this isn't an educational video. I'm just kind of reacting to these in a way. I assume that this is also maybe paying heritage to some of the indigenous in Utah. That looks like a very kind of culturally designed kind of graphic there or something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I like it. That's why it's in the top 10. Number 11, Torino, 2006. I'm sure that shape is supposed to signify something or represent something. I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's very modern. It's got repetitive kind of shapes that they kind of like curve almost in a way, so it's got some pretty cool dimension to it. I hate the fact that Torino is using a lowercase t. Same with Vancouver. If I go back to Vancouver, what are you doing? Use a capital V. So that bugs the heck out of me. So I don't like that, but regardless. Number 7, I put Sydney. This one's really cool. I love the font, and I love the fact that you actually have like an Olympian in there, like doing one of the events. It looks like he's running, he's doing 100 meters, 200 meters, or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter, and that's pretty cool, but very simple at the same time. So I think Sydney did a wonderful job there. Number 6, Barcelona, for really the exact same reason. This could be a couple of things. Well, it could be a banana. That looks a little bit like a banana in there, but I see someone like a gymnast, kind of like doing like a big like sprawl or spread or whatever technical term you want to use, spreading the legs and jumping high. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what I see. Could be the balance beam in there as well. Could be a bunch of things, so that's neat. Number 5, Seoul. This is from 1988. We going back, and I just love the classic nature of this. It feels like something right out of the 80s. It is super applicable. It is a weird shape. I don't know exactly what it is. It kind of looks like a cinnamon roll a little bit, but I like it, and I love the colors. Number 4, put LA. This could also hypothetically be a placeholder. I'm not exactly sure. They may come out with a more modern logo, or not necessarily modern, this may be just a placeholder logo is what I'm saying, or emblem rather. But I love it. I love the gradient in there. I love the colors. This is exactly what LA should be. Just something very simple, but brings it to life a little bit with color. So I think they nailed this one. I really hope that they keep it. Number 3, I put Beijing in 2022. So this is the one that's actually coming up for us. And again, kind of one of those ones where you could say, oh, I think that's winter. Because what I see is someone on skis. Maybe you see something different. This could also be like a speed skater, but I see someone on skis with like the skis up, like the long jumper. I don't know what you call it, but they come off the big ramp and then their skis are like this and they're just like coming right down. I love that. That's so exciting. That's what I see. Number 2, I put Nagano. This was a big one for me because I remember being in grade 6 or 5. I don't remember specifically what grade, but I did a project for school on Nagano, and I think it was hockey related. I think I made it hockey related. I had the decision to make it hockey related. So I was big into the Nagano Olympics that year, and I don't really remember what happened or whatever, but I remember being a viewer and I was like taking notes, I think, for my project and stuff. So this is very familiar to me, and I also really like the logo. I think there's all kinds of different things going on there. There looks like to be like multiple figures of people in there as well, so I really appreciate that. And number 1, the one that I think is the best is London from 2012, because it's absolutely 100% completely different than all the other ones. It is modern, but it's simple at the same time, and the colors are so good. I would love it if they actually took the L and made it a capital L, like I said before, for some of those ones. But other than that, I think it's perfect. I love what London did here, specifically with the color. I think that's fantastic. So there you have it. There is my ranking of the Olympic emblems. It's such a silly thing to rank, but I think there's a lot of little details in a lot of them that we can appreciate. And if you like sports like I do, hey, the Olympics are basically there's no other there's no better platform than the Olympics for sports, because it's not just about hockey. It's not just about, you know, the 100 meters and gymnastics and whatnot. It's about everything. I mean, not every sport is in the Olympics, but you know what I mean. It's a platform where you can really appreciate and learn about other sports and maybe follow it. So I like that. I really like the Olympics. It's controversial, and that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But anyways, London, you are my number one. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. Would love it if you could hit the subscribe button down below for more logo or emblem rankings, more jersey concept videos, more hockey talk, more baseball logo. Like, there's all kinds of stuff happening on the channel, so we'd love to have you on board. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios.